Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Luis Suarez is on, shoots! And he He's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Climbs up against the crossbar. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Greece really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Engages and forces him off the ball. This looks promising.
Roberto Carlos.
And he's there to belt it away.
Roberto Carlos.
He's in a great position here.
Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1.
And this, an opportunity to pull level.
So just a one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Pele. He's picked his way through. Araujo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That pass just didn't quite work.
Bruno Fernandes.
Greece trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Nicely shaped ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great ball if he can get it.
Pele! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, easy pickings there. Well read, nice interception. Probing pass. That's good vision. Pele, and he's away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. That's a cute ball. Floated through. And he cuts out the supply. Pass isn't the best. Spread it left.
Roberto Carlos.
Oh, what a climb!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
That has been cut short. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Searching pass he's played there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pele! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Chelsea with the corner, they're first. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's gone loose. He gets big!
Harmlessly behind.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Thuram. Valverde. Thuram. Tchouaméni. Now it's Pele.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
By the gates.
Chelsea are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Cruyff, and he was quick to react. Oh, can he get onto this? Thuram makes the interception. Nice looking ball. Greece needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Piqué. Makaleli is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cafu cuts out the pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Can he get it through? Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Cruyff. Well, they've got it again. Now he's got space here. Makaleli is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Suarez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Lovely.
Just the goalkeepers, and the shot!
Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Chelsea find a position of real strength now. Cafu, and it's Thuram. He's had it taken off him. Tries to pass it through, and this is Cruyff. He is through here. And Cruyff! Oh, it's hit the post. Nicely aimed pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Looking for a runner, chips it through.
Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Substitution for Greece. Number 14, Bruno Fernandes. Number 22, Federico Valverde. Coming on the field, number 24, Bellingham. Number 23, Sabitzer. Substitution.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Araujo, and it's Camavinga. McAllister wins the duel this time. And here's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Lovely feet. Ball driven towards the fob. He's got full. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Substitution for Greece. Number 26.
But there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Sabitzer. And they can counter here. Now, can they get him away? Just the keeper to Cristiano Ronaldo! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Chelsea have their second corner now. Up he goes! He's got a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking face to face with the keeper. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Can he get on the end of this? That's going to go a long way. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
4 minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He won't be happy with that one. Sabitzer. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bale. That's been cut out, well played. Roberto Carlos. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Chelsea really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
Today, please have your entry tickets.
Any reflections on what you've... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now, can they get him away? Valverde gets into a good position. Oh, well played, well played. And the finish! Quality ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pele has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Strokes it back. Valverde, and he's in. He's having a shot! Goal! Greece! And it's Greece who take the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Chelsea finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Maldini. Cafu. And it's Thuram. That's Maldini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Valverde. Bruno Fernandes. That's been cut out, well played. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Makalele with the foul. Well read, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Carlos. Araujo. Cafu. But it's Thuram, and they've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Valverde, who's set up one goal so far. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cafu, pressing high and with purpose. Here's Roberto Carlos. Maldini. 30 minutes gone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Camavinga. And it's Valverde. Bruno Fernandes. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. He gets big! Oh, this looks sharp. Greece have got it back and they'll have another go. Pele.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Valverde. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. For Valverde. Cruyff. Pepe calmly anticipates. Chelsea are looking to break at pace. Van de Ven. And that's another good win of the ball. Camavinga. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And a quick reminder
Well, obviously
today,
things
everybody,
are not
to
good,
make
Peter.
sure to
It
put
seems
any
the
litter
team
in
were
the
just a
bins
bit too
provided.
busy
Thank you
playing
for your
within themselves,
cooperation.
too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Thuram. Chelsea come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Van de Ven. Chouameni. Thuram. It's Cruyff. And it's Maicon. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Makalele. Chelsea still this single goal behind. The muscular approach does pay off here. Bale. Can he finish? Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Now it's Hullet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tries to pass it through. That is lovely. Played in. Cleared away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Camavinga. He won't be happy with that one. And that has put paid to that. Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Chelsea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played through into space. Pepe. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Piqué. Now Van de Ven. Pepe. Half an hour gone in the second half. Thuram cuts it out. Valverde. And it's Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's gone loose. Bruno Fernandes. Just eases him off the ball. And that was very necessary.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's forced to go back. Moved on forwards. Camavinga. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Chouameni. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Knocks it out wide. That's an imaginative pass. That is good alertness. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? It's a really well-measured ball. He's on it. Can he get away?
1 minute added time.
Chouameni. Makaleli. Now it's Cruyff. Great vision. And that's it. Chelsea were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.